Welcome to Center Max Test. Today we discuss chapter 2 polynomials from class 10 NCERT. Okay, so in first exercise 2.1, the graphs of y equal to p of x is given. We got to find the number of solutions. Okay, so what is given? The polynomial is in terms of x. Therefore, when the graph intersects x-axis, so the polynomial will have the solution. See where the graph intersects the x-axis. So here the graph does not intersect the x-axis, therefore there is no solution. So here the graph intersects x-axis at only one point, therefore the graph has one solution. Here 1, 2, 3. The graph intersects x-axis at 3 different points, therefore the graph has 3 solutions. Fine. So in the third Roman, the graph intersects x-axis at 2 different points, therefore this graph has 2 solutions. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. The graph intersects x-axis at 4 different points, therefore this graph has 4 solutions. In fifth Roman, okay, here 1, 2, 3. Okay, the graph intersects and here it touches, it does not come down, but still there is a solution. 1, 2, 3. So the graph intersects x-axis at 3 different points, therefore this graph contains 3 solutions. Before solving exercise 2.2, we should know few things. Okay, so what is the general form of a quadratic equation? So it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What is the coefficient of x square? It is a. Coefficient of x, it is b. Constant term is 0. Okay. So since it is the quadratic equation, that is a degree 2 polynomial, it will have 2 solutions. Okay. Let the first solution be alpha and the second solution be beta. Now if we add the solutions, that is alpha plus beta will be equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. At the same time, if we multiply the roots or solutions or zeros, we will get c by a, that is constant term by coefficient of x square. In the first Roman, x square minus 2x minus 8. Okay, so now we solve it, we find the zeros and verify the relation between zeros and coefficient. So how to find the zeros? You know, by splitting the middle term we can do, or by using quadratic formula. Fine. So what is the sum here? The sum is minus 2. What is the product? Product is the multiplication of constant term and the coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square is 1, so 1 into minus 8, it is minus 8. Now tell me two numbers in such a way that whose sum is minus 2 and product is minus 8. Okay. So of course we will check for 4, 2. Right. So 4 plus 2, it is 6, but we need minus 2. Okay. So we just up and minus here. So minus 4, 2. So what is 2 minus 4? It is minus 2. What is 2 into minus 4? It is minus 8. So if we add it, we get this sum. If we multiply, we get this product. So what is the roots? X minus 4 into x plus 2 equal to 0. So why we equate to 0? To find the zeros of the polynomial, we have to equate the polynomial to the 0. So x minus 4 equal to 0, x plus 2 equal to 0. So x equal to 4, x equal to minus 2. So first solution we take it as alpha, second solution we take it as beta. So now we found the solution, we have to verify the relation between zeros and coefficient. So to move to the next step, what we have to do, we compare this equation with ax square plus bx plus c. So what is a? A is 1. What is b? B is minus 2. What is c? C is minus 8. Fine. So now what we got to find? Sum of 0. So alpha plus beta. Okay. So what is alpha? 4 plus beta minus 2. So what is 4 minus 2? It is 2. Now this alpha plus beta should be equal to minus b by a. So what is b here? Minus 2, a 1. So what we do, this 2 I am writing as minus of minus 2. What is minus of minus? Plus. Again what I am doing, minus of minus 2 I am writing by dividing by 1. Okay. So if we divide by 1, the value will not be changed. So now this minus I am writing as it is. This minus 2 I am writing B. This 1 I am writing A. So what we discussed in the beginning, alpha plus beta is minus B by A. So from the solution we have verified that alpha plus beta is minus B by A. So in the same way we prove for product. So alpha beta, okay. What is alpha? 4 beta minus 2. So 4 into minus 2. So 4 into minus 2, 8. Now alpha beta should be equal to C by A. What is C? Minus 8. Here A is 1. So simply we are writing minus 8 by 1. So minus 8, I have written minus 8 by 1. What is minus 8? C. What is 1? A. So hence it is verified. Coming to the second Roman, 4s square minus 4s plus 1. What we got to do? We got to find the zeros, that is solution. Then we got to verify the relation between zeros and coefficient. Fine. So 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Okay. This can be written as 2s whole square minus 2 into 2 into s plus 1 square. Okay. So it is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. So this is a square minus 2 into a into b plus b square. So it can be written as 2s minus 1 whole square. So expand this, 2s minus 1 whole square, 2s whole square, 4s square minus 2 into 2s into 1, okay, plus b square, 1 square is 1. Therefore 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1 equal to 0, 2s equal to 1, 2s equal to 1. So s equal to 1 by 2, s equal to 1 by 2. So alpha is 1 by 2, beta is 1 by 2. We are getting the same root. So this is alpha and this is beta. Now we verify the relation. So now we compare with this ax square plus bx plus c. What is a? 4. What is b? Minus 4. What is c? 1. So what is the sum of zeros? Half plus half. Okay. So half plus half is 1. Now this 1 I am writing 4 by 4. So what is 4 by 4? It is 1. Okay. So now this 4 I am writing minus of minus 4. Okay. Divided by denominator I am writing as it is. Now this minus I am writing as it is. This minus 4 is b. Now this 4 is a. So we have verified alpha plus beta is minus b by a. So in the same way alpha beta. Okay. So what is alpha? Half. Beta is half. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. So directly we got what is 1? It is C. What is 4? It is A. Hence it is verified.